Australia is, but what an occasion, what a stadium, what an atmosphere. These players out there, their dreams, they've watched World Cup before, now they're here. It's such a great occasion, they've sacrificed and they've got the right to represent Australia now. The round of 32 with potential to go through round 16.
First touch. Let's see how Australia settled into this contest. The best. Starting on the right. Such an effective play for Mali was man of the match against Canada. Look on get that touch to work for him. So just to settle the nerves, get a little bit of confidence early.
Yeah, that's what you want to do in such a game. You know, there's much you would think to get those nerves and butterflies. You want to get a few contacts on the ball, keep it nice and simple and work your way into the game.
Here's Rami. So we see it forward. There's close here. Rush. Recently was played about 7 years of World Cup football, and before 2026, his last appearance for Egypt was in 2019, so a 6-year absence, 7-year in fact absence from international football, so a big occasion for him.
So that really isn't. Being on the ball stage is nothing better for a player.
Here is once more. He's feeling the way. And the back. Yes, they get him. Number 5 changes. Fati, who he plays a centre-back, just drop in. He's a holding midfielder for today, so they've just got that defensive steal in the middle of the park. Australia.
There was a heading ball behind him, one back in the center, short, just drifting into the right side, a little bit more central.
Here's Atia. Fati. And he is the right back. Again, the strength and position of Harry suits up perfect with that exchange. And here's the last position. Here's the one. Australians in the United States have made the trip to Chelsea to recover the airport on both the east and west coast of America. Great to see.
They're trying to double over the shore and Hayden pushing forward there on that right side. Causing a complication. she's taking fun.
Harrington, consecutive starts for Lewis Harrington. He's in the Italy, Australia's youngest ever starter for the Socceroos at the FIFA World Cup.
Another opportunity now for the Socceroos in the set piece.
Distribution throughout the World Cup. With his upside to that opening match against Turkey, solid performance against Paraguay. He's on the most strict against the United States. That's for sure. In Seattle, it was a hectic first half for him.
Yeah, the play just coming in. They didn't take it out. He was busy that night and really kept us in the game. But he knows the peak so early in his international career to be on such a stage. He's shown himself in a fantastic manner.
This, and players I've seen in Europe, they've rise in France and football in Belgium. You can see Haney was stretching the pitch early on, the foot on from Haney.
There's that right side again. Haney going high, trying to double up on his page. Harrington needs to slide across. Then you get getting a short there, looking to make blindside runs. So it's important the back five slide.
Mamush finds his way to a shoot. You can see he's rotating with the Marcelo in that space. Haney through that delivery across. Solo on the ball. He's been a little bit conspicuous by his absence early on, but he's that type of player that can produce that moment of absolute genius. You can see the club all country. An amazing record with Egypt, let alone the impact he's had on Liverpool.
As well aware of Salah's threat, but again the Socceroos defensively, as we've seen in the previous 3 games, connected, closing space essentially.
He's on the pitch once more for Haney.
Waiting for our moments, playing on the break.
Jackson Irvine winning his 86th tonight. Control with a little bit of pressure there from Roy Boss. Chicani. You can see Lewis Harrington is the one dropping. Chicani pushing up. Roy Boss
We've been on that pitch earlier, and it is nice and quick. There's water on it. You saw it there on his first touch. Just skip across, skip away from him. That's nice and quick.
And they're going to have to adjust to that. Alfonso. And you know his dribbling skills. Great to have a player of his technical prowess in the Australian lineup for this World Cup. Good work by Conrad Cuff. That's it.
pitch being nice and quick, I dare say that the Socceroos will pick on that, and anything now going back to him, we look to keep applying that pressure. He looks a bit nervy.
That's it, really does control the tempo in midfield. Watch here for Hafez. And space to explore for Irish. We know how the numbers here with Manchester City, an injury break season though. And that slows up, just got to get bodies behind the ball. They retain their shape.
Jacksonville just a little bit like we had what we see, just a little bit like the same NBA. Looking for one, he's dribble foul in the dangerous area.
Zico only made his international debut in March or May, in fact. So, of course, against New Zealand, and this is a dangerous situation here also. There's got so many variations in this type of moment. Look at the left foot, side or right, or sure. I think I know which way I'll go. Over the home advantage. Roy, a shot. And he's still back the shot. Australia at this World Cup, they've got a very tight look, but we're dropping out for one moment against the players in this quality.
That's the level he is. We're in the World Cup. We're at the 32. It takes one moment and we'll be pushed.
We're breaking the World Cup for that man. And we don't have that moment to show. Time for Australia to respond. Long throw from Chicago. Built on by Sousa.
It's just falling there, and only on his left foot. Right decision to take on early. You see here, Metcalf with the early shot. Drops over on his left foot, and he just snatches at it. It goes wide. I'd like to see that sort to go part of which way he boxes left foot.
His eyes must have lit up there as he had to score in his 35 internationals, including today for Australia. And how effective he is being in the middle of the park with defensive efforts and pressure on the ball. He's been Australia's leader in that respect. But now we'll find out a little bit about what this class of 2026 is made of. Played early in the direction of Pato. Harrington. O'Neill. 2-1. That's a clever ball out of one. He sits for Pato's face. Mr. Pato. Sure. Had a little bit too much of it. And O'Neill takes over. Metcalf in the tight area. That's with the Zika. And now, they can go on this ball.
And then inevitably, Ramush drifted wide into space, coming in on his right foot. Harris stood up, the brick wall at the back, even covered. And a fantastic block because it looked like always to be settling into the back post.
And that's exactly why we need to protect possession a lot better in the middle of the park, centrally in the direction of Barracuda. It was most effective in the first match against Turkey. There's Barracuda as a right left attacking player.
Yeah, it's been, look, against Paraguay, putting in a great shape, but he's definitely not a natural nine. One's a little bit tougher. But he's had to go. And so he likes to be able to move into space.
Absolutely defended well for the first quarter of an hour, just a couple of minutes. Maybe with the exception of this man who's showing a couple of signs of fatigue, Mustafa Jabir. And they have switched their central defensive partnerships. And you know, Fatua is injured, which means Hafez gets to start left back. And he's not pretty good early.
Yeah, these early signs in centre areas where they're trying to, like I say, overload those wide areas and exploit it.
And there's a little late to react. Shout from Harry Soutar, composed from Harrington. Let's go from Australia. And the central back three will be a real feature of this World Cup. Keep the faith, I'm sure that's the message. Get into the players.
There's plenty of time. This is a good spell to get on board. It's been a decent action for the Socceroos. Well, it seems a little bit more aggressive touch on the press.
You see hands up from Lewis Harrington. Not too many passing options there now. Unless you go to pocket space. Here's Metcalf trying to dribble his way out of trouble. Gigatti. Tight space is put over the top by Irvine. Ross. And it's off for a rugby, I think, for Okuda. And this is exactly where they can be. Immediately, there's no holding players to see the
shape of rugby and then back onto the road before going out.
Thinking on right bar. Classic. Haney. The Shield's been really good in the way he rotates with Mohammed Salah. In fact, he's been more prominent than Salah. He's been quiet. And we know he's probably protecting a hamstring. There is a problem, but not enough to warrant him or bench today.
We're seeing here again now opening up to the opposite side, and Shaw's the one who drifts out into that wide area. Salah a little bit more central for Egypt. But he's been quiet so far, Salah. This is where you just like to see, you know, when we're going to really be a little bit more aggressive on the press. Egypt being able to just slowly move the ball, control the tempo of the game. You see here, I think what's a good call is just drifted in between Harry and Harrington there. Harry sort of lost him. By the time he's run, thankfully for the Socceroos, offside.
through the middle, and that's really Bombardo's went back with a fair challenge, and that was sharp work by Bishop Bombardo. Page allowed to strike forward. I think he's going to be doing a lot more work in his own half than the attacking third in this match. Suter. Bombardo taking the first touch on him. There's a break. Needs a good delivery. And there's a sea of red there. And here's the ball of the tree.
Again, you see a player coming through pockets. Sharp on to her, a good work from Page. Now as we put that ball wide, the story alone in the box. And we couldn't get that final ball, but again now we've spoken about the height. We have the height of this Egyptian side, but we need the delivery.
He'll kiss the ball from Bishop Bombardo. He wants a picture of delivery. There's a spot for the ball, of course, with Socceroos. And this is giving plenty of to the back post. Harrison has some control here, another disappointing outcome.
Yeah, it is. That's another disappointing outcome. And I was talking about it with Chicago, Suter and Harrington.
And there is the showing of the ball to the other to the Lakers.
This is long and it's dangerous.
This must be serious. I agree to get a man who can take you out of that. I understand you gentlemen are very good at killing people. We have a license to their value.
And the games begins.
Intensity with the delivery from both Austin Hassan and Tony Popovich at the hydration break. We know how effective the breaks will be for Australia. Let's see the visiting roster to be a few tweaks. Hassan will be very pleased with what's transpired. 5 changes, he's rotated his lineup. He's had some injury concerns. No under-frontal machine is suspended for this match. Alan Lee as well. And that man, sure. 32 international matches, 2 goals, both in World Cup play. That is quite some record.
Well, he's been a difference so far. He's been a threat, drifting out to that right side. With Hayes creating an overload on Page. And he's the man to pop up at the back post and give Egypt the lead.
Fans, young and old, this magnificent amphitheatre of sport under the roof. It's very hot in Texas this time of the year, in the city of Arlington, in Dallas. And it's all air conditioned and very comfortable. But the comfort level is not reciprocated by Australia because they've been under pressure the opening whistle. Let's see how they respond after this break.
Yeah, but just then we saw and spoke about it before the aggression break. Can we get that press a little bit more aggressive? And we saw that there from the story. The Socceroos pressing high, winning the ball back earlier.
All smiles at his first press conference. Hassan mentioning repeatedly how he felt something was not quite right, and he would be on the bench. And I looked at you at the time, Luke, and I thought, well, I reckon there might be a little bit of a double meaning in this.
He's not the first manager at this level to be throwing curveballs, especially here in the US. So a little curveball today, I think, but you get that at this level.
And just the presence of him starting level was serious. Who scored against the runs out of room. He was Australia's 11th individual scorer in World Cup football. And it's a mess for Vancouver, and what was a marvellous night in Vancouver. They've not scored since though. They need to require to get back into a match against Egypt. They've met 3 times if you include the Olympic Games of 2020, the first in 87, the President's Cup. Australia won 4-3 on penalties after a scoreless draw. Some great Socceroos for the Euro involved: Evolver, Charlie Yankos, Graham Jennings, Peter Rostopoulos, Harry Vidal, Alan Hunter, Frank Farina, Paul Wade, Graham Arnold, Oscar Crino, and Andrew Zee. Frank Arrow was the coach on that occasion.
Just a fantastic switch there from Haiti to have his Socceroos trying to close him in on the right side. And a superb ball from Haiti to Hayes to open the pitch up.
Hati. Ibrahim. Great combination. No Solar involved in that, rotating superbly. So the early computer is working pretty well in this match. Isn't it the volume of possession he probably normally enjoys? Looks a little bit like Lionel Messi just walking through a match at the moment. And we know when you look at Lionel Messi and what this stadium has produced, he scored 3 of his 6 goals in this World Cup at this stadium, including breaking Miroslav Klose's record of most World Cups goals scored.
He's the Messi for Egypt, isn't he? And you know at any time, although he's been quiet thus far, at any moment, he can spring to life and change the game.
O'Neill, late up the line. Miracle on that small ball on his face, and just a poor touch. I saw Samuel Jackson on the pitch before the match. There's Isaac Anthony.
Yeah, there's Isaac. Yeah, Isaac, he's there in attendance. Obviously, supporting the Socceroos.
We'll run out of room there. And Isaac in the stadium. The Chamber of Football Australia. His second goal of this FIFA World Cup. In fact, there is a great man, very casual on the pitch before the match. I thought he would have been asking for a selfie on stage, Luke.
I went down there and I didn't notice him. I don't get starstruck too often, but I have to say I'm a huge fan. Story to get across the front. They all come from the press. They do a sloppy pass by each on the front foot. story with his pace and power about to near in front and do a foul in the previous area. But here again, question post. Can we get it right early?
Plenty of work from the big clubbers in the ground after that. Coming together.
I'm not too sure if that's an injury or he's just trying to avoid a yellow card that potentially could be coming his way. And then the lineup for me. Yeah.
An excellent kick at right fullback. For Egypt, who will start the back there from behind the side. He's looking at his knee, but the connection was a little bit lower down on the leg.
Well, we're going to have to go off now, which gives a numeric advantage to the Socceroos.
And stay up for at least 60 seconds until the next stopping pace that will basically be available for the Socceroos to win. And that's exactly what players are trying to stay on their feet. Still being used to the roller. Referee Socceroos produce here. Greg Harlow swings it left for a win. And the puts here third. And score is 30 minutes to go against USA. And referees pick something out. And that's the foul. To Irvine. Red shirts on the ground.
Just show a little bit of pain there on the injection, but so that the family responses, if we can get the right delivery, staying on second balls.
Just got to keep on working, keeping the defensive shape and then looking for opportunities on the right. We're seeing out the Lewis, Mr. Recall that Lewis, when he's still in that pocket of space. Here's the release. There's his page. There's back to Harrington. They reset through Sutar. Chikati. Irvine wants it early. Probably wants to go further afield, I think. Egypt spreading the pitch early on, really asking what was sorry, and now they go through the middle. O'Neill, Page. Taking it through this way. Page takes on Haley. And then it's back post, and we'll stay in for Jordan Moss. Probably the Australia's best chance against Paraguay. And an outstanding natural drop of shoulder for Pato. Tries to play Boss. Zero shows the ball over.
Let's go for the good side of the aggressive and stuff about you want to look for the direction right now. Can we win the ball wide? Can we move the ball a little bit quicker? Put on the wide area page. Can we get numbers in the box again here? Long throw. Can we use our height?
Can we lose the high advantage from these type of situations? Long throw. Zero down Harry Sutar. Held down by Harrington. On the ankle.
Just load it up, but again, the threat that we have when those balls are going in the box is through the seat.
Coach, he was stopped by Alessandro Martinez. Another Martinez stopped Australia's progression late on with Cameron Cole having that home chance against Eddie Martinez, but it didn't work out for the Socceroos. They pushed Argentina all the way, as did your class of 2016 to Italy in June in Kazakhstan. And that's history. Australia in the present. There's signs that they're getting into this match now.
Yeah, well, that's what we'd love to see again, right? Every chance you get through this, you get Argentina in the next round. Obviously, they've got to face Cape Verde today. But we're an opportunity that'll be again. from the scoring behind. You see they're very, very heavy. This has been the same on set pieces. That's something. If on half time, Popovich and the coaches start to say, hey, be clever when you're around the box when they're like that, because there's been a lot going on.
Sure. Irvine trying to close him down. And I'm sure with the outside of the foot.
That's a good feeling we've seen. He's got good tiny feet. And you just feel the other Socceroos just starting on top of the Egyptians, and a little bit nervous for the Egyptians.
Sure. Irvine into the channel. Delhanto.
Last year's tackle, but yet again, another set piece from the other side, so we see he's swinging from Bob
Swinging for the other one is going to hit. Will change the outcome. This is Delhanto deep. And not that second ball. Not going to get. Giovanni feeling wide. Scoring back is his page. Good defensive awareness.
Again, you see him very handsy. We saw Harry Suter just say he went down in the box, playing to be dragged down. How many times have we seen it in this World Cup? And all he's given for that.
There's been a bit of controversy with the VAR in the last few days.
Like I said, if I'm Tony Popovich, I'll be asking the question of the fourth official to keep an eye on that for the players to be clear about that.
Goes direct and too direct in the asking too much. His page is momentarily switched face to Joey Boss. Keep an eye on that, Luke.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if that was a deliberate action or just as it comes from the set piece.
See that high press from Aaron Kunda.
This has been the outlet for the Egyptians.
And maybe he went down with that knock and received attention off the pitch. He's back on as we get towards half time. And I'm not sure on the 13th minute. This goal separates the two sides in this round of 32. Egypt searching for their first knockout win of the FIFA World Cup. In the same category as Australia. In fact, America came out with their first World Cup win in the group stage against New Zealand. That's it.
Yeah, look, again, the set piece, short, trying to be clear Egypt. At that time, we were well aware of the plays at the back post, defending the box well. set piece again, you know, I mean, we touched on this as an experienced Egyptian side. That was the experience for sure. To milk a free kick, to play out a little bit sometimes, you know, and you know, we talk about the youthfulness of this Socceroos side as well, that maybe can be a little bit clever at times.
Well, we feel the same, Luke, you share my view. There's been a little bit of disparity between, you know, referees letting play go and being open in that respect, and nice that just pick up those type of fouls.
Yeah, definitely, and like I say, the referee's never an easy job, but you hope that they can be consistent is the key.
Get forward in the half of Mr. But he runs out of room and we're coming forward. There's something and there's absolutely nothing in that.
Unfortunately, this is definitely not going to be the first one or the last time we're going to see these sort of antics and still on getting down time as this game goes on. Should stay on. I'm sorry.
Rush it to right heel. He gets it in him. Quickly get on his feet. This is exactly where game management and the maturity of these young Socceroos team needs to be applied in this kind of environment.
Well, I don't know about the Doc will be wanting to get in at half time, be able to get his point across.
Possession for Egypt, but 41 for Australia. 9 in dispute. Australia with 5 attempts on goal to 3 corners. So they had that set piece threat, just haven't been able to profit from it. You can see the match momentum. Very much early on, it was in Egypt's favour, but Australia had pockets of opportunity in this first half.
Yeah, there's times that we have managed to open them up. It's a little better when we're a little bit more aggressive. We get sitting in our shape and then wait for that moment, pick our moments to press, and when we do, press high, press aggressive, and we have to turn the ball over.
It's amazing to see myself in about second or third gear at the moment physically. It's certainly not 100% capacity, that's for sure. Still playing his part. Cutting. Turns over, Irvine.
Definitely caught him there. But he did take a ball and all, as they say.
And you saw that previous exchange when this match went on the ball, there's just a lack of pace and explosion there from
See, aggressive, the ball, and then, oh, it's very nice. Down the inside of the leg, you feel that one, but they don't know he's up. And this one.
5 minutes of additional time, of course, 3 from the hydration break. I was just going to make that point about Monticello not being able to close down as his age. So that explosiveness is not there. Doesn't mean he won't be effective in certain scenarios, though.
We definitely haven't seen the best view yet.
Right, still from a short. Opens up. Lopez. Here's Omar Bush. Returns the favour. Trying to get bodies behind the wall. Being up at the reset, that was direct. And the vicious header. There was plenty of defensive cover and very good work there by Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, it was, but most of that's his intelligence. The timing of the run, just off the shoulder, one sooner. Harrington did enough. Yeah, he's still keep running behind, got in behind the Egyptians. Quickly to recover, close the space with the story. He's coming in on his left foot and just couldn't get his foot around it.
He knows it's going to be. Something like that, that's exactly what he's going to do. Come inside. They're going to hurry Volcano, of course. Looks like they've brought back the Socceroos. Boss. Volcano. Most lucky for Australia. Aaron is trying to get a midfield. And the takes it in the sky. The box nice to get. Oh, that can't go. Window of opportunity. Chants thinks about delivering to the back post. And a thing on there from Ashur. Next for Page. Ball in the big post.
He's being dragged down by Havers. Missouri unfortunate not to get a bit more on the header. But I'd love to see a replay because Rapado looks like he was running time to the back post.
It was weak between defenders. It's just see. He's come off the body onto the arm from here. That was my read anyway on that replay. As a result, saved him from review.
That's some good signs from the Socceroos at the back end of this half. Causing problems for the Egyptians, getting behind, getting balls and bodies in the box.
O'Neill tries to move the ball for Ross. Chicago remains forward. Irvine. Volpato gets from position. Reads the pass so well, Christian Volpato. Held on by O'Neill. Geordie trying to turn his round, and does so. Defender goes down. And then no call in Australia's favour. Volpato goes down the wings. And that's a hand that is important. Volpato. Marshall, right in the first touch, but suddenly into under enormous pressure. O'Neill. Really hard to retain possession of Australia.
Johnny still down in the background.
And we can afford to lose it. A player of this quality.
We're seeing Havers, he had two shots at Jordan Boss on the sideline before Rugby has come in and collected him.
We're really exciting nothing from this Australian referee, that's for sure. Not sure how many more times you need to see that.
No, look, I think it wasn't necessarily that one, but the two before that from Havers on the sideline was clearly, actually he was right, and that was, had he gone down early, he could have drawn it. I'm talking about that experience of those players. I don't know how they call them in Egyptian, they would have gone down.
And the boss remains on the pitch for attention. The half-time whistle has been blown. And that man is the Nicholas in the moment. With Mike Ashur, with his second international goal, second at this World Cup. The difference decided to finish the half positively. But after 45 minutes in Dallas is injured, leading the Socceroos by a goal to nil.
Jordan Boss was receiving treatment on the edge of the field there in Dallas. Both nations facing histories. Egypt has taken the first step in that direction. What response to the Socceroos conjured? Mark Millen, Sarah Ross, Tommy Orr, to the first 45 forward right after the break.
Socceroos fans, how are you out there, boys?
folks, let me know the team is working hard to fix the screws. The team is on the out and doing what they can. Make sure it's half-time, folks. Water's up the back, bathrooms are there, and there's food available for you. Who's that there supporting Egypt? Who's that there supporting the Socceroos? Folks, so many opportunities, second half coming up. Stay with it. The team is working hard to fix the screen, and we'll make sure you look after each other out there. Security's on their side. Give up the security, doing a great job. They're going to do all they can to fix it. Is that having a good time out there? Stay loud, stay proud, keep them behind the Socceroos.
Close early, a strike from distance, but oh so nearly got the Socceroos up to the perfect start. Got the on their highlight. It wasn't to be, and Egypt took their first opportunity. So the Aussies trail at the break. It's Egypt 1, Socceroos now. Welcome to the halftime show. Nick Owens alongside Martin Levy, Sarah Walsh and Tommy Ward. Some worrying signs for Joy Boss right on straight at halftime. We saw at halftime whistle went. This is what happened afterwards. He managed to get to his feet, but on there was the didn't look good for all of him.
Obviously, we hope for the best of his words, because that's a massive loss for us. So when you look at the Aussies bench at the moment, we don't really have anything even close to right to right in terms of the attacking output that we get from Joey Boss. I think all the replacements will be naturally more defensive.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Jason Guerrier who comes in. If it isn't like for life, I mean, I can't see him continuing. You see how ginger he looks in the video there. But yeah, I think as his age is one potentially could maybe say get forward a little more on that left-hand side. But absolutely is the big loss for Socceroos.
It is really sad for Joey Boss himself as well. He has done so much in that Socceroos jersey. Has been so crucial when he was forced to shift to the right-hand side because they are already short.
Yeah, I would say I agree with Bushra here that it needs to be done. We significant two late challenges. Hafez only having 2 minutes in the Socceroos World Cup has been fantastic for that fact, but obviously making weight with 3 and a couple of those. So, look, you can see the early goal, that's what happens. Teams like this
it's about keeping the ball. Once we get to 5, 6, 7 passes, we seem to find pockets of space. And if we can do that better in the second half, I don't know that will create more opportunities for us. That's right.
Socceroos assistant coach Paul O'Connor there at half-time as Socceroos clash with Egypt. As we have a look at the highlights from verse 45, the Socceroos gave away a free in a very dangerous position and are forced to pay for it.
Yeah, we saw earlier in that one part, probably at the turn of the half, was a brilliant strike with his left foot. He was finding these little pockets of space. This was his best turn of the half. His decision making did let him down on a couple of occasions, but I think this on the right-hand side means that what we were getting for that pace still be boss using his pace was a threat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a constant threat, but again, you see how when it does get past very limited numbers in the box, and this in the box. I think that our best opportunities moving forward, I think they've been more vulnerable in terms of them giving the ball up a lot in both areas as well. If we can be valuable enough to get pressure on the ball, I think we'll just enjoy it.
See, Eric was such his player on Martin, his lack of awareness, he was striking it. Meant to be goal side, first side, but he's just got to do better. But sure, he scored against Germany, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think conceding the second phase of the set piece is always a hurdle, so I won't be happy with that. We did have a few moments after that. We saw set pieces and were largely disappointing, but these long throws from Sokati caused a bit of chaos. We know Egypt, they're not comfortable defending these kind of long throws out there.
No, they're not. You see, it does become a little bit chaotic. They do struggle. We've seen that previously from them as well, but we're sort of looking now, I think, to really find something that's repetible in the way that we play. I mean, you see even there, most of our players being decent. If you can see some of our own team going to the box, this is a fantastic position.
You did mention set pieces there, Tommy. Interesting tactic in the first half, and we've seen it throughout the World Cup so far. That floating long ball, not working at the moment.
Well, I think with the size that we've got, if you get the delivery right means pace, and you make good timing of your runs in the box, it's almost impossible to defend. So I think that we're allowing the defenders to get the pole position and making it more difficult than it needs to be. So that's been, it's not such a huge weapon for us. I think it's been a very disappointing part of our game this whole tournament, but I think just more broadly, you look at the chances that I think history has been too isolated up front. With or without the ball, when we're pressing, it's him pressing alone and just picking us off. And with the ball as well, when we do go into him, we're no one's pushing up for the second half.
Tony Popovich, we've got plenty to think about at half-time, big half-time talk underway. As we speak, we'll take you back to the second half in Dallas right after this break.
Sorry, who are you? It doesn't matter. What matters is this.
Did you know salsa was invented when Puerto Ricans took Cuban rhythms to New York? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was born when the Japanese took judo to Brazil. When North African flying traditions met Spanish dough, Spain made the churro. After Jamaicans took their sound systems to the UK, the world got punk. And this is what it was when 48 nations meet to play one beautiful game.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
Tell us everything. What about big drama, movies, and OJs? The good stuff, cool stuff, all spicy stuff. Stuff like, I heard this, and ooh, what's that? This is a streaming service we didn't know we needed. This is SBS On Demand, and it's all free.
Welcome back to Dallas Stadium in Texas, where the Socceroos are about to make change into the second half. They trail Egypt 1-0 at the break. During Box went down injured right on the cusp of half-time. It looks from those pictures like cartoon new player Trent Maxey. Mark Morgan, a whole heap that's been popular should be about at the break. Does that injury cause not just one change, but potentially more?
Yeah, look, I think it does. I think something does need to change, and I don't think it all has it at the moment. Obviously, just like for like at the moment, but it's a tough situation because traditionally we've spoken about Messi not being able to play one minutes, but we need someone like Messi on the pitch. So that's why I thought at half time we may have seen Messi move into that left-hand side potentially at the cost of Irvine. I just think this game, Irvine's a fantastic player, but this game, Irvine's a rough. We need someone in there that pushes a bit up in there, opening that space for him and putting him off top. But time will tell, he's going to have to make a move at some point if they can change the scene.
Yeah, I think that's the key, is that you're losing that kind of attacking thrust on the right-hand side in the wing-back role, so you need to make up for that ability somewhere else on the pitch. So I think that if this score stays the same going into the second half, it's only a matter of time before he has to tweak things. And I just think as well, it's more about the intent of our team rather than the personnel. I think we need to be more positive, more proactive in our press too, because they have turned the ball over a lot of times in their back third. So I think we need to learn a lesson from that and get in their faces.
At the risk of bringing it back to personnel, we haven't seen Motorway and Messi on the field together since match day 1. Is this the time?
Yeah, I think by doing that, you obviously have somebody box right, obviously have that threat. I would love to see everything on that at some point, and I like that everyone switch out and really start to play a little bit more attacking in the midfield as well. It is a make a statement to Egypt. They're going to play out this match. I think we've seen on the ground and there's going to be lots of games to be played.
And that's where it can be always a good box as well. So he's done and doing it right, still seeing goals towards the back end of the season. He straps, he works hard, and he's a punch.
I was in the right back for Egypt's being tested, not on that cup, and let's see everything we're up against it.
History on the line in Dallas. There are no second chances from here. Let's take you back to your commentary team, David Bashir and Will Wilson.
Start to the second half. Sure, yeah, of course you don't really, but you've got to quickly get up to the tempo. You can't let him outside here. Push, normally, you would have to pull those away, but thankfully with the Socceroos, he's put it wide.
referee's not going to pay it. Some of his calls in the first half did not make sense, and that was very heavy on us for a bit.
There's nothing you can take a swing with the ball around, leading to his hand. Yes, the ball in line, but he most certainly had this story put up in his mind as well.
I'm not sure what his definition of foul is.
But I like from Chicago here, getting somebody across, they're talking about that, being clever in these areas, drawing a foul in these dangerous areas, where we get people in the box, where we're being threatening. We just need that delivery.
It is the right foot of Aidan O'Neill gives us where Harry Suter centering header, but it came as just a sea of red there. And we get a second part of it. Exploited by Australia in oppositions.
And that's when we talk about the right that we have and the strength we have in that area, making use of it. We see the Egyptians sometimes when they go up, knowing that they can't win the ball, we look to try and draw a foul, threaten the referee to a decision, and it's definitely causing problems of balls into the box.
From a player that was outstanding against Paraguay, lovely here, and was 2 minutes out of the shooting in the first half.
First thing to see, obviously, Joey Boss had to come off and take that heavy knock. It didn't look good, and we wish him well. He's been fantastic for the Socceroos team, and we hope it's nothing serious.
You can see that the Egyptian official from the right away by the fourth official saying the needs to be an actual stop of play. I'm not satisfied yet.
Get all out the second half, the play acting, they're going down. So far, the referee, the second half is not taking it, not biting.
There we go. All I can see, the assistant to Tony Popovich described it. Temple by Hafez has been terrible. The referee doesn't come back and look in. That's the mental World Cup obstacle Australia has to get through. But to progress, here's O'Neill. His back stuff well. Knocked down by Harrington.
Fantastic touch composure from the 18-year-old.
Which really controlled the hot ball superbly. Comes out to Suter. They did finish the half impressively Australia. And now Suter has to double down. Scans the horizon for any pending trouble. Gets himself a little tangle with the his hip. You know, you can tell just by that action. Someone's just not trying to close that knee space.
No, he definitely hasn't put himself about. He's been waiting and trying to pick his moments up to impact the game.
Well, Parto showed his best play in the first half. Into the end of this week, no whistle for Parto, who lost the first challenge. Looking at the back post. And it's his patrons there, not the right man. In that situation, O'Neill carries it forward. He's able to look for the short.
He's given the throwing. He hasn't even felt anything. I think he was at least a throwing. Play a whistle for him back his game. Just look at that product.
And we look at the balance of the style of the hair. He hasn't been big matches at international level, certainly in South America. In the Copa Sudamericana, the FA Cup competitions, yes, but I think by far away this is his biggest appointment. Parto, Rich.
And he's going to have a lot to deal with in the second half because, like I said, there's a lot on the line. This is an experienced Egyptian side who will look to play the game in their way, draw fouls, manipulate it.
Caught. And Wood takes over. And that's exactly what Pauline Monsignor said at the break. They are treating the league. Australia needs to protect the ball a lot better.
seen this before, haven't we? Socceroos connected, follows on space essentially, nation in defence.
Half-X, all about delivering the cross. Zico comes short. They build up through Ibrahim, and is short. And now the run stop to Mozart. Searching for their first knockout win in the FIFA World Cup. Atia, sure. Warren could return to the purpose.
nature of the war has changed, surrender is no longer an option for the SAS. Silicon Valley is the single richest enclave in America. We must see the roof officially. Most of us live up for you.
SBS World News, stream live nights solely on SBS On Demand.
As we thank you for our sin, theory is so unbroken. It has worked for 15 years of my life. And now I'm finished. And then you find out why. Make good, or your lifestyle's dangerous.
They count on to do so, stream free on SBS On Demand.
Stadium with the instructions to Marshall. It was the second half challenge of the unfortunate. Jordan Wilson got injured just before the break. It's not serious for Jordan. It was a pretty bad coming together, wasn't it?
It was, it didn't look good, and like I said, he's touching his knee. He's a tough young man. And I certainly don't want to go off, and like I said, I just hope that it is nothing serious because he's got such a bright future and he's a massive part of the Socceroos side.
Absolutely. And it looks like AD1P has been ready. Of course, he came on late against Paraguay just to settle things down. Around the time of the moment, followed by Sousa. Sean took well in the first touch and then Hafez. He went nicely in for Hato. And Yogi was found into the area. Going! Aaron put the rise as well. Taken down superbly by Shaw. Strong out to be wearing on the other attack. Also with a fresh release. And the other his match. He's had a very good match.
You know, you can get from Aziz. He's still alive on this left side, but quickly to retreat. We've got to be mindful. Some good moments going forward, but Egypt looking at a threat in transition as well.
Now, but as for Aaron Kruger, it's pressing just to try to force them to stay up high. Out the line here. Mohamed Hani, you can see that's an own goal. Hassan. And who knows, he had suffered a pretty heavy head knock, 10 minutes before the own goal went in.
He certainly did. Looked to me from up here that he was out. The players rolling over, but the medical team cleared to carry on. Fortunately for the Socceroos.
Hassan. It was a pretty sharp winger for Egypt. Good spread of the pitch too. Scott's had a good match, Hafez. He's not a little fortunate to avoid the yellow card. And he thought about delivering the cross first time. Brings in Hassan. Now opens up to Mohamed Hani. Short. touches in Mohamed Toure, so we've got the model off at the moment. Sal versus Toure. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe from the outset. Substitutes will play a huge part, as will fitness, as this match edges towards perhaps extra time.
They will, most certainly. You know, the Socceroos obviously have more time, plenty of recovery time between games, and a younger team squad. We know the Egyptian squad has a lot more experience, but Lex can definitely play a part.
Still need cool heads on the bench, but we've made that point in the build-up. No foul against Irvine. Put forward by Sultan. Harrington, a clean, sure touch. He reads it so superbly. Oh, lovely. Step over there from Zero, Turkey. So working hard, Page.
Great action from Metcalf to win that ball up high.
Page, more dangerous area. Looking to throw it, would be out, clearly. Didn't seem like they assisted that way.
Well, we're only 10 stories up, but I saw that out.
Harrington. A touch and a delivery. And I'm sure has picked up so much attention from the big clubs in Europe.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Some of the performances from all these Socceroos definitely will put them in the market.
And knows when to play forward and when to be conservative. And that's instinct as a defender. Sure, up the line. Everyone feels wide. Some Pally captain who been playing their second tier of German football if he remains with the club. Not sure Conor Metcalf will. I think he's set for a departure. So they're trying to maintain their energy.
Yeah, seeing patience with the ball. There's no need to force things early when it's not on. Going forward, wait for the moment, move the Egyptians around.
And a pretty even spread of possession, 43% for Australia, 47% for Egypt, and 10% in dispute. Australia have more chances in the match. So they deserve this moment to try to force their way into the round 16. Sure, hasn't got the pace to get past Hafez who's under pressure. Involvement there by Rustic.
Did that ever so well. Little 1-2 with Troy. 1-2 seconds after it.
Going forward. Rustic, obviously nice, he just really a quick first touch. Here's O'Neill. Metcalf. Wasn't happy with the run of the play, so goes all the way back to Harrington.
He's been superb again. Harrington composed, 80 years of age on this world stage, number 32. Incredible.
True. Doesn't have the pace of Jordan Ross, but just needs to be safe and secure. Australia probing, trying to find that pass and in with that opening. O'Neill, angled ball to Rustic. Sure, deep in his own half to tackle him. In the first match against Belfast was a late substitute.
Shows the intensity, the mental pressure.
And remember, their first choice left back, Ahmed Fatua, is injured. So they don't have a natural replacement. Two per position. And it looks like Karen Hafez, the 30-year-old from the Pyramids Club, is maybe over. Interesting, Aiden Rustic. He plays in the Eredivisie with Australia feel they've got the physicality, the fitness, the vibrancy of it, Egypt. Can that translate? And Johnson Hassan getting a little pop under the hole, although he has got one. The fourth official. It's a hold up goals. O'Neill holds the ball and looking for Sutar. Wins the header. Looks up. No back here. Initially the common calf. But if one just couldn't react quickly enough. Sorry! And that's how he comes up on the Egyptian defender. It was a few balls you can test. And that's exactly what the Socceroos was arguing.
There's no doubt with the few balls you can test. There's no doubt there was some contact there, heavy contact, which will make up in. But getting the ball kicks and ball scores and comes to right, winning the ball, suits up, got nothing but eyes for the ball. A little bit of contact there.
Well, the runs on the right, he then remarks a fantastic block. He uses it to right, it's really falls out to play. The rugby's made of some stern stuff. Maybe some of his teammates should take his cue a little bit in the way they recover from loss.
Yeah, you're always going to come off second best if you've got Harry Suter bearing in on you like that.
Great touch by Mosai. He's not by the University. Mark, even though he's not at 100%. Here's Trezeguet. Fresh flex for him. The cutback is good for a sure. Australia have a strong defensive line. And got themselves a little too good to get to. And that's after the cover. And he's taking the Austria. And welcome to the Socceroos.
Well, we've shown us all that early second half of the some fantastic defending here with Trezeguet. Getting his body across him, keeping his body between him and the ball. Needed to be good defending. We're seeing Trezeguet come on. Maybe not a defender, but he's going to get a 3-goal forward finish in that position.
Supporters of both countries, Australia, prominent the Socceroos fans in the fan zone outside the stadium. And of course, the Egyptians providing great cover.
Uncharacteristic error there from Aiden O'Neill, turn the ball over. But you speak on atmosphere and you hear much, you look around and you feel it. The place is trembling. Had to be someone to find a winner to set his place alight.
They don't do low key very well in Texas, do they?
Everything's bigger and better, I'd say, and from what I'm seeing these last couple of days, I can't disagree.
A big state for big personalities, that's for sure. Here's Trezeguet. So much experience with him. Very wary they are. They're straight on the counter attack. So they want to keep the ball in key areas, Egypt.
I never seen any passages where he can the ball, they're shifting it from right to left, trying to open up the Socceroos. The Socceroos disciplined, and so far he's been unable to pierce through that defence.
Sure. Tries to play a little quicker. Heaney. Awesome. Got a sharp turn of foot. Trezeguet outnumbered. Breaks the right here. Sure that's a one. Socceroos desperate to get Motsuri on the ball in the threatening area. The bounces back. Also good threatening. And that's a right time run. Right time here. Bodies in the way here. For some teasing. He's all left foot. To the back pass.
He's at the stadium mentally, which
It's hard out for Australia. It's been very effective lay and deal in the middle of the park for the Socceroos. Considering trying to apply some high pressure on Egypt playing out. Here's Rabia.
At this stage of the game, you don't see the team going to go all out to try and win it, knowing that there could be an extra 30 minutes waiting very, very shortly.
I think Australia may be feeling a little bit more comfortable about the prospects of extra time.
I dare say as well, we've spoken a lot about the fact that they feel like they're the fittest team here at the tournament, and all the hard work that they've put in preparing for this.
Trezeguet. About to hit the line. Flipped over the top. Trezeguet makes a great run. Looks like he's hit the line for a corner. It is 5 minutes of additional. That's the three of operation break.
He's Trezeguet out of that position. He's been forward for control. That's forward runs in behind. It's twice he's been behind him and balls out. But they will cover. And now on to the set piece.
The two superstars of Egypt have been eligible for the second half. AD1P had an early chance, but after that has been very quiet and slow on the side. AD1P with the corner right at the beginning of injury time. He also kept it in with a dead first touch. Hassan drops the shoulder and delivers back post. Number 3 for Australia.
You see the awareness now when those short corners are going, the ball's knocked out for those second actions back in the box, Harrington dealing with the ball, needed to, some good runs and good delivery.
Also, it's been really lively, been a good addition for Egypt. Opens up for him.
Again, that delivery to the back post, Trezeguet, Jordan able to deal with it. Constantly looking to get in behind Jordan Trezeguet down the left side. Should be very mindful of it. It's a threat for Egypt.
Egypt applying the pressure in injury time. Everyone read the comeback really well. Helped on the page. And also needs to be a short hit from the middle. The number 12 for Egypt.
Unfortunately, not for the Socceroos, and as we head down the last few minutes, on the back foot.
And from the back by VAR, use exactly the technology addition to this World Cup. That's why the assistant is saying this right, please, before confirmation. It is a corner to Egypt. We are halfway through the 5 additional minutes of this match. So you use the defending situation right. And it's very center. And then center there. It's more likely away from Australia's danger zone. Artier with a flick. Delivered well. this man, awesome.
Yeah, it's been a big search he's coming along outside. Trezeguet also on the left.
Solver delight. Here he's on the ball. And he gets connected.
History on the line in Dallas. Extra time is next.
How you doing out there, Socceroos fans? How good is Patrick Lynch? Official word is just gone past London, Australia's favourite beach. Headphones from out of capacity in here. If you're doing it here, you'll be re-spring on the way in. Obviously, extra time coming up. Waters at the back, toilets, coffee available at the back. Hey, let's keep cheering the Socceroos, folks. You're out here, come on, Park. Let's bring the Socceroos home.
Okay, that's enough now. Time to go up.
The coach said practice makes
Thanks. That was easy.
Practice makes perfect.
With new comprehensive health insurance, everyone meeting is on yours.
Steve! No. Are you going to witness something truly incredible? Sorry, who are you? It doesn't matter. What matters is this. I know. More colour accuracy, better contrasts, like chromatic symphony. It's ouch. Getting up to these FIFA World Cup games is a real pain in the back. Hey, game's on soon. I'm on for a challenge. AD1P, power of the year. Just get in the...
Stop judging.
Of course, you just do it automatically. Show off.
Always work on missions to help inspire other kids and to get active too. Which is why we're proudly sponsoring esports programs all over the country, like Cole's New Roots. It's a great way to get kids moving and to support local communities. Cole's, proudly supporting Green Roots.
Capcom kicking off their $40 million stock clearance with massive savings on an amazing range of carpet, timber flooring and window coverings. Big grip disabilities deals on all final whistle.
You want to see this in one too?
On SBS.
Finished 1-1 after 90. Extra time away in this round 32 clash between Australia and Egypt. Mike Milligan said, watch from the Socceroos kept things pretty tight since they equalised. What sort of approach now is first centre of
Well, I think I've been looking to get away from that and the box. I think they've had to do, especially that last 5 minute period. And I think their changes made a big difference. Our changes came on at a time where Egypt was starting to get a little bit of certainty back in the game. So yeah, it will be interesting. I think also to see Egypt really come out with that same intent as they finish again.
Yeah, that's what I think you've got to say as well, is that standing save from Pat Beach to keep us in and to give us this extra 30 minutes. It felt like we were hanging on for dear life at the end there, but this is spot on. I think we were playing too deep at the end. We needed to get, I think our nerves to get further on the pitch, and you know, I think in the front third, we have looked at threat and set pieces, these types of things. There's still more than enough for me to go, isn't there?
Yeah, you do feel like in the changes that they just said that Roy was going to use a fantastic styles and like the down right there. So, I mean, Australia's been really, I think, conscious of not letting this season on all these players and attack. And I think if we are going to get this, it'll be, I think, you might be playing where Egypt throwing too many numbers forward and Socceroos will feel like we're seeking on board.
Just one bit of very that's known. In terms of the game level and confidence in good areas, I'm sure we'll get inside the box. It's just about that composure in that moment.
And there's yeah, I'm not sure who's come off yet. O'Neill's off, potentially physically as well. He's going to actually be really in the second half. But he will give you a little bit more on the ball right here. It looks like Bill's coming in as well. Difficult to see who's coming off, but that should give us a little bit of energy.
A huge 30 minutes of football to come. With the ball to take off, Socceroos and Egypt, let's take you back to your commentary team. Get back to and watch.
So we'll just see the Oliver Bill and Paul over extra onto the pitch for extra time for Australia. First experience with Oliver Bill, his first appearance in the FIFA World Cup. Of course, he was part of the squad 4 years ago.
I think they're putting so much over the course of this tournament. He's looking for the legs, but no one gets you see that strong, which is good.
Yeah, the other player making way is on the red carpet. Also a power for it.
You see the impact of the fresh legs Egypt had. He's spoken a lot about everyone here in the squad is here to play whenever called upon. Now is the moment.
Early free kick. Australia are the world first. Score against USA in the FIFA World Cup for Australia. One of the Castillo man who plays the second tier of Spanish football. Helped on by Irvine. So experienced on over the bill. We'll give them a right to 3 each in this extra time period.
We saw the changing for Egypt. The third fee there was so on the the ball went from in the box was superb. But it would like we start paper.
This is where they have to be wary. We've got very deep as we heard from the Tommy Orr of the break. Australia just keep a little bit higher line.
Yeah, if you get too deep, you see riding pressure. We saw that time to time when you get balls in the box, unable to get out.
So, he's not threatening late in the match with Mason's introduction.
We've seen him Hassan there, drifted to the right. You see him Hassan drifted to the right. We'll see how he on his left foot. Look for that in swing the ball to the back post.
And here he is now. Does that so well. Anticipation from the other side. There's one goal behind his coaches.
This is just the experiences of Larry looking on the move off the back of his face, quickest to react. Forwards on his weak right foot. Then putting for the Socceroos, he snatches over, but it just shows the threat to say he's been cruising through this game, keeping himself waiting for his moments. And that's the experience of the ball to someone like myself.
Yeah, he's been managing his body to this point. Very near out of the match. We've seen so many Liverpool strips in the Alton area in anticipation of myself coming to town. Australia played with some freedom and ambition in this extra time period. Well, sure. Should be defended by Harrington. Mitchell got the touch with his outstretched too. So hard on the control. Very hard doing the back pass. And the quarterback making a reach. A couple of efforts. He hasn't had the volume of saves he made in the first match against Turkey, but that's the last effort to get clear for extra time was nothing short of sensation.
You can't underestimate, yes, the save, but it's, as a goalkeeper, you have to remain in the game, and it's hard when you're not being busy. He's not being busy, but to stay on for that moment, that crucial moment. And boy, was he on, up to the task, saving the Socceroos, bringing us into this extra 30 minutes.
Edshot. Local Edshot to Chicani, who wants it. The short option, and the bill provider. Looked like a foul. It's not the way the referee saw it.
I think Moses needs to get his body between the defender and secure that ball rather than just a little flicker. Protect the ball, lead the play.
Yes, sir. That's it. Always leading tidy in the midfield. There by Mobile. That's clever. One sorts his feet out. Gets him forward to the right. He's strength and he really forward up. Yeah. He's paid. We saw advantage for the Cruise Australia. He got that foul on Irvine.
Yeah, there's something left in here, just a little bit late left on Irvine. Clearly a foul. To get us out. It's been a tough start to this first period of extra time.
So the fresh legs of Aiden Bristich and Paul O'Connell, as well as Alan Mobile and Mohamed Suraj, can they have an impact in this extra time period? 2 halves of 15 minutes. Headshot.
Super ball from O'Connell there. Very sort of a reverse ball as well to Bristich. Let's go to the Socceroos. With the ball as well, we got the men like Mabiro coming into the game to try and feel their way into the game with the ball.
Sure. Abdullah with Rabia. Archie looking to pick out a pass and giving this man a little bit too much space and freedom. There's some more ball once more. Seems as if made to get into a great area, but just they're putting it across.
He's shown the 3 there again. Great ball from Tiao. Isolating my son. We know he's a threat, always left foot. We're trying to get cover on the inside there, which we did. But he's shown that his acceleration on the outside Has his age, more experienced defender. There's somebody young and sharp, sometimes I haven't seen him do that, so it's definitely a threat.
That's a great intervention by Chukay. Real strong, trying to play in as far as South Australia 1-2. Of course, over that time at Adelaide United in the A-League. I'm sure the live side, the more of guys playing at the moment. Trezeguet. Rabia. Hayden. Hassan. Those ball scores have been excellent since he came on in the second half. Cross the ball weighted, but numbers from Australia.
That was the experience of that age there. Every time that ball gets at that time, he's not sometimes one thing he's more and that's to go. And as he's now, he's just dropped him up a little bit further, giving him a little extra yard. He saw his feet up, so he dropped up an extra yard. Gordon, can you ask the question? He goes to second backwards. Can't get too close to him. If he got that one as is, well, then I don't feel that wants to be more either. Consistency to be out for.
Sure, it says he's running on anything, but he's got a big heart. Built by Hostich. And that's the end of the origin. True. That's enough on that challenge, and it's over the top.
Yeah, I think it's also, I think he scored that ball that's bounced out there from the linesman, but truly well. Like, took a couple of challenges, but just haven't had that spell with the ball. Can't get a hold of it.
So they make 5 substitutions, they get an extra one for extra time if needed by Tony Roglic.
Looking across the board, you know, obviously as he's one of the more experienced players that have been asked all the questions out there on the left.
Sure. And that's already the intended target. And contrast with the coach of Egypt have just made the 3 changes.
See a little bit of frustration there from Egypt. She was shooting from distance. That beach would be delighted to see him taking that on. It obviously shows that Egypt have got some more fresh legs to come on. But again, like I said, these 5 changes that we've made, you need to try and feel your weight again, especially with the ball. Get up to the tempo. So hopefully they get grown now into this extra time.
That was being written by both sets of fans. Match in the balance at 1-1.
The biggest thing is just mentality. I'm going to be the one to make a difference. I'm going to win this game. We've seen that from Hassan and Trezeguet coming for Egypt and want to try and win this game from him. We've got it in us that someone who's going to go, give me the ball. Give me the ball, I'm going to be the one.
You see, the match was so assured in possession. Chukay was so vulnerable from there from Mobile.
Yeah, he just didn't see the second movement from Mobile. Again, just shows this second half, first half of extra time, we haven't been able to keep a hold of that ball for long enough, and again, back into our defensive shape.
Making management of choices.
Certainly. But the experience of the Egyptians is shown that they can do obviously normal time and this first half of extra time.
Australia trying to profit from any drop from orange balls, and you see the frustration there. Countless challenges. Flying his arms in the air is held back by the time.
Certainly it's also out for the yellow card. Probably one of the few times that as he's been able to get on the other side of Hassan, an opportunity for us again to deliver this ball into the box and bring the likes of Harry, Brampton and Chicago through. What we've been afraid has been able to get some balls into the box.
The silk of Ivan Rustic set piece. Good angle and distance to hit one of the top players for Australia. Doesn't get the shot right though.
You can just see Harry's made a run towards the middle, open up the back post. Was there already down in Chicago, coming around the back, but unfortunately couldn't quite get there.
And there it is, the first period of extra time has elapsed. Egypt carried the most threat in that first 15-minute period, but it remains 1-1 in this round of 32 matches Dallas.
It was tight, it was cagey in Dallas, neither side with any clear-cut opportunities in that first period of extra time. Martin Lee's there, watch Tommy Orr. What are you looking to change, Tommy? Are you trying to win before pens?
No, I think that's not what they're doing. I think they're just trying to have a spell on the ball and kind of relieve some pressure for our back five. Open has brought in to do that. I think his technical ability, and he has shown the ball in a couple of moments, but you can see when we attack, we're not really attacking in numbers, are we?
No, very well, has I think so, especially with those first few minutes when we came on, and I think that's something that's going to be important. I think we still need to start this second half of extra time positively. We don't want to set the tone, and it's hard, it's very difficult to do that. We don't want to set the tone to not be much to do.
And we've got Abdel Karim coming in from Mamush. It's, we've got another sub to make. How we go about that?
I don't think you want to change much. I think you see us players like Milos Session on the bench, where we get a bit of experience in kind of the shootout, so we'll see if that comes into play. But I think Papa will be pretty comfortable with how he's playing.
We know at times as well, there's two main sort of reasons to make the changes. We need to make sure that now we're going to back down, but also then we have to specify how we back down.
Tony Popovich with some big words all right up for these Socceroos heading into the second period of extra time. They're chasing history in Dallas. Can they do it right ahead for the penalty shootout? Let's take you back to your commentary team there in Dallas. David Bashir and Luke Wiltshire.
Thanks, Steve. And we can see the youngest player in the Egyptian squad on the pitch, Hamza Abdel Karim, who is on the books of Barcelona. From Greece and Blackboy has been retained by the club, such as the first favour they each show with the young man. And he's come off the bench in every match of the group phase.
That's another threat there, coming off for Egypt, obviously on the front corner in the first half. Something we have to monitor and deal with. Yeah, this one of the defender from Chicago, he had you running away, going down, drawing the foul. Better start to the second half for the Socceroos up. Like I said, on that front foot, just a little bit more. Superb run from Rowan to the space now by Chicago.
We're trying to knock up the ground for the week, going all the way through to Patrick Beach. What more purpose of the second 15 to start anyway for Australia?
A lot more we need. Like I said, we need to see more. We need this sort of balls in line.
So we're stretching the legs. And that's on the right angle. Just a little bit more craft.
I think there he's just got to turn out and kick the ball. There's nobody in the box. He's aware of that. Just kick the ball. Bring out well. Someone else into play.
This is the potential for Australia. We have a rich play. Suits up.
So that's motion thrown high now over on edge.
Sure. The position is so well, he's got alertness and awareness.
How many times have we seen this happen and it goes in the other side of the corner? Thankfully, the defense straight into his hands.
Skips half-line challenge. Hostage shots return the favour. And the rain come back the other way to Sunderland, Australia. There is the fouls. And the Egyptian captain myself. And that's the goals that quickly. And he was not allowed to.
I see that parents at 18 years of age were there, being clever, like an experienced pro. Just clearly wanted to break down the threat of the transition of the muscle up. You know what the foul,
Marking the likes of Marcelo and Bush, who's already had the Galileo Messi and the Marco Royce in the MLS in his latest origin. Consistently raising the bar of expectation. Here's Hassan. Again, it's on the shoulder.
Seeing the change of pace on that side. A real threat down his right hand side for Egypt.
Looking for that passing angle. Sure can. Peter Bayer, so to Artie, who tries the central option. Out to Karim. Chikati, who stands the first shot to Rory and VAR and share the same view.
That's what the defender for quite short. You see the Socceroos again, desperately defending their box.
Here's one side. Opens up for Ashia.
Yeah, you feel the tension, you feel the Egyptians going. But that man Harrisula still standing up alone, and he's running away everything in the move.
There's a red wave in the stadium. It's now time for the Socceroos to send out once more. so much pressure in this extra time period to go in the last 5 minutes of regular play. And Sita is extra 2. This is exactly what he did. Qatar, Australia's best player. He's an uncontrolled world. And the cool heads of this, in these moments, Australia. Harrington, this time doesn't play forward, and makes the right choice too.
Best off from Socceroos there. It's a little bit more tasty out of this game.
Here's a run of Cartron. And they've got the Bosnian players there. Being decided pretty quickly it wasn't the case. We went to get to our hostage and connected as well. Coming together with both sides. Here's a iconic shot. Charles Moture with Automobile passing around as well.
Since you feel it, everyone knows you feel it. There's one goal, it's going to be the winner.
Absolutely super tackle. Using every bit of that little freedom he has. That's how he gets into the box. Got past hostage. But Harrington was here to save the day. We get another set piece to the fans. And then they go square to the side man, Axia, returns the favour. Too much of a chance. And he's up for one side. That pace can't take all lead in the areas that he's most familiar in.
We've managed it thus far.
Axia. That's including another Kareem.
And we've been all right. I mean, this extra time period has been a lot to ask for very soon. And Harrington defending that box. Jackson Irvine dropping in and covering Elman.
And the elastic band has been fully stretched on Australia's defence, and the fans are wearing it as well. And there's anticipation from those in red and green and gold.
Everyone knows what's at stake. Opportunity to progress to the round of 16 doesn't happen every day.
Lovely touch.
Socceroos, extra time. Can we come up with a lot of magic? And who can do it?
That's the question. Good distance and look for a right footer. Look at the direction of the percentages. Absolutely perfect, perhaps.
Well, what time to put your name up in lights? They need to set it up for extra time. And we're at the 32 World Cup.
It's 30 minutes in this FIFA World Cup. 10 goals and 38 internationals. 3-man ball. There's the middle. And straight into the center of the opposition defence.
Another long throw, and the ball coming into the box with the big boys still up. It's been a problem for Egypt.
Well done by Sufa.
You're going to see Matty Ryan.
Touchdown for Matthew Ryan's first appearance in this FIFA World Cup. He was about
'Cause who the penalty taker is going to be. We've got some experienced players on the pitch for to choose the experienced ones, and the ones who want to tackle as well.
Shabir for kid for Egypt has got a penalty against Iran, so he's on the World Cup so far as well. He's been to the goals, so I think he might be on today. In 2019, the Socceroos on the set up and took that first penalty. He steps up this time.
I think we've seen that in those first, I think the preference will be really tough to keep first, and you generally get someone who's confident with getting done and start well. I always say, in the penalty shootout today, being a penalty shootout as a coach as well, and both are awful.
Yeah, it's and the team itself will be the tension is incredible to experience this, but I mean, we've got talent, it's just about boys doing what their shot with conviction. I think that's the key.
You took a lot of penalties in your time watching, or was it technique?
Often, you know, things like that, doing my teammates and seeing it, so yeah, it's like, I think we're surprised. We had a little surprise here. I don't think we were seeing this coming, and that's the front line that was like.
Well, we didn't see it coming either. Does that make some sense? Because the opposition is very
Obviously, you know what you're preparing for, yeah. This is Egypt, if they're preparing for this kind of thing, but prepare for all scenarios.
Again, there's an attacking player. If you have belief in your own shot, hit the corner, hit the goal, you score. So, and it's planting a seed there. So, we'll see how this plays out. It's all on one now.
He's actually getting that toss to take that first penalty.
It's not going to do that, so I think you do much to go first, and then you want to go first, so you want to go first because you're assuming that you're going to want to put pressure on your opposition. If you go first and you miss, then it's a different ball again, so I don't think there's any real massive
There's a size in mind of purple, if you go first, to win the actual penalty shootout, but I think it's a striker or anyone that's taking the penalty, I think that's there for it to
The Socceroos side made a run with Kent's captain's armband back firmly on his arm as he heads toward the goal after this. The penalty shootout must start on the outside of the occasion. There's a big bay of goals and one of goals will be the end there at that. What a moment for the Socceroos. Let's take it back to Constantine, David Bashir and Luke Bashir for the penalty shootout.
We know what happened in 2022 against Peru. There was no wrong making way and remain. And that's 7-1 in Australian football history. But a man that largely helped Levante stay up in La Liga this season. That's the responsibility between the posts for Australia.
He's been the captain, he's been a fantastic servant. All the lines now to professional. A fantastic season. The shoes on the foot. I said clearly, this is the right time. It's something that I'm prepared for. And can you take this moment?
Absolute hard work for a young man that has ridden the wave of emotion of this World Cup. tallest player on the pitch for Egypt, Hassan Abdelmehdi. If this goes in, Egypt goes through. The 25-year-old from the Zamalek club playing his 15th international. And that line trying to apply that psychological pressure. Hassan Abdelmehdi. We'll see Egypt through. He goes. Heartbreak for Australia. Jubilation goes in the red. The Socceroos' brave run of the 2016 FIFA World Cup has come to an end.
And you look at every Socceroo, they're there, they have to learn on the pitch, they absolutely learn it. Every single time they take the work, they're representing the country well. But the biggest ones, very sort of direction, unable to build their penalties. But for a father being two of the best, you've got the best here in this World Cup, so you've got to keep on them. Brings them such a bright future ahead, the bravery to step up in such a moment. You've got to quit it. It is only going to grow and learn. We've said it a million times. Yes, we won now, but the future is bright for this Socceroos team.
And the run continues for Australia. Socceroos still running for that first ever knockout phase win at the FIFA World Cup. Egypt have achieved it after the group stage in their first ever win. And these are the painful great spirits for this young Australian team, that's for sure. And heartbreak that very soon started. So much to get to this point. Heartbreak for Arlo O'Neill. This morning his last opportunity at this level. And the tears are flowing for him. Hassan. And the legend that he did in Egypt. Wasn't happening to get a start in the country. So there it is. Egypt go through to the round of 16. Australia out. It's Egypt on penalties.
Heartbreaking Dallas for the Socceroos. And again, it couldn't be decided in regulation time, couldn't find a winner in extra time. It is Egypt with a history-making win in knockout football. Egypt, who progresses to the round of 16. Mark Milligan, Sarah Walsh, Tommy Orr. Absolute heartbreak for the Socceroos. Harry Sutar, who was immense in that game, Millsy, stepped up, brave enough to take the first penalty, didn't go inside.
It's obviously it's devastating. It's never ever a nice way to lose that.
Folks, thanks a lot for coming out to Tunnel Park. It's a tough way for it to finish. Appreciate all the energy, folks. All of the quarterfinals and finals games are being shown here at Tunnel Park. You're going to continue to follow the tournament. Keep your heads up though, folks. Look after each other on the way home. Thanks for bringing the positive energy today, folks. Stay strong, Socceroos.
When we lose and we get knocked out, we really need to have a look at why. And we really need to make sure that moving forward, we have a clear goal because intentions will be set early.